Well, a poll released today shows Donald Trump did not get such a big bump from last week's Republican National Convention. The NBC SurveyMonkey poll showing Clinton still leading Trump by 1 point. The lead is within the margin of error. That's unchanged from the same poll last week. The CNN ORC poll released yesterday, though, showed Trump leading Clinton by 3 points. House Speaker Paul Ryan visited Milwaukee today, fresh off a busy week at the Republican National Convention.
Ryan, who is running for re-election this year, spent an hour answering questions about the economy and, of course, about Donald Trump. Jonah Kaplan was there and joins us now with more reaction from the GOP party leader.
Hey, Shannon and George, this was a fascinating conversation today. The speaker very articulate and, by his own admission, a bit wonky with all the details. The irony is that Paul Ryan spoke volumes about certain issues because of what and who he chose not to talk about.
The cheers were less raucous than Cleveland, but the crowd no less interested in hearing from the leading Republican in the U.S. Congress. Paul Ryan opened the hour-long discussion with a dive right into politics, just not presidential politics.
Getting every House Republican to join a task force and to work on our agenda has been extremely unifying.
The agenda, though, is presidential politics. Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. Ryan barely mentioned his party's candidate by name, didn't bring up VP candidate Mike Pence, or even reference the convention. He articulated positions that even seemed to contradict the nominee.
NATO is as important now as I would say it's been in my lifetime. I don't think we should raise tariffs. I think starting a trade war through tariffs is a bad idea.
Still, Ryan was clear in his preference for Trump over the presumptive Democratic nominee, but not for the reason you might expect.
This is the party of Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren that Hillary Clinton, a soulmate on these issues, leads. This is not the centrist or center-left party that it was in the mid-1990s.
As for how this played out with undecided voters in the crowd, they told us they weren't looking for endorsements. They wanted assurances that the government will function regardless of who wins.
He or she only has power if the government, if the legislators are with them.
There was a question about immigration today. Ryan stayed clear of talking about the proposed wall along the Mexican border or a Muslim ban in the country. Instead, Ryan just said it's an important issue. George and Shannon.
All right, thanks very much, Jonah.